Originally, this video was going to be kind of a tongue-in-cheek poke at some of the silly things that black men say to black women all over the country. But then I realized that it can actually be related to a very serious issue that comes up time and time again, and that is the ridicule that black women face because they are the most single demographic of females in the nation. Now, one of the statistics that black men love to fly around is that 72% of black women are single. That statistic is incorrect. I'm not sure who told them that, but it doesn't seem like any of them have actually gone and looked it up like I did. I will post a link to the article I did, and which has references to census reports that break down the numbers of black males and females of marriageable age. We got to limit it to that, which is 18 and over, and how many are actually single versus widows or gay and lesbian, whatever, and things like that. So there's a whole subset of people that should be eliminated from those statistics, which they don't do, and or people who are separated but technically still married. All that, they don't take any of that into consideration. They just lump them all together, which is statistically incorrect. So according to my research, like I said, I put the link up. There's like 49 point some odd percentage of black women that are single, and 48 point whatever percent of black men that are single. So it's basically neck and neck, which you would expect. Okay, but what I wanted to do here is share something. Like I said, it started off as being something that would be funny, but then it got to where it really wasn't funny, and it was sad and disgusting and deeply disturbing that this is how black women are talked to. And when you hear the stuff that I'm going to tell, these women all over the country and some from the UK responded to a post I made where I was looking for things that black men say that make them want to scream, right? So, it was originally supposed to be funny. But the stuff that these women came back with was so just disgusting. It's just ridiculous. And it's like, if this is how you guys think that you're supposed to talk to women, we're going to stay happily single for fucking ever. Don't nobody want to be with you. Nobody in their right mind would even talk to a dude who approached them in this way, or who had these kind of responses to them, or asked them these kind of dumbass, stupid, disturbing, overly intrusive and personal questions. Totally inappropriate behavior, totally off-putting, and totally just stupid. And it just makes you wonder, since so many of these responses I'm going to tell you came from women in different parts of the country. So this means that these conversational patterns are part of the black male culture. This is not a regional thing. It's not only in the South. It's not only in big cities. It's not only on the West Coast. This is something that happens all over the country, which means it is deeply ingrained in black culture for these Negroes to think that they have the right to talk to you this way, and that you're supposed to be okay with it, and and still deal with them. So see, these dudes who are in this MGTOW and in this, this other thing that I was talking about, the Truth Force Loneliness program, if you hear yourself in any of these things that I'm going to say that these men said to these women, motherfucker, that's why your dumb ass is sitting over there fat and lonely and ain't going to never get a woman. Never, ever, 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 not in the next 5,000 centuries will you get a woman. It's not going to happen. Because this shit here is crazy. Okay, so here we go. One of the things that came out at the top is, why are you single? Now, if you're on a date with someone, that might be an appropriate question to ask. You just walk up to somebody and you just don't even know their name or nothing else, and you just ask them, well, why are you single? Motherfucker, why is that your damn business? Why does my status have anything to do with you? You don't even know my name. But you want to know, what's going on with my coochie. That's what you're trying to figure out. So, I'm telling you, somebody need to start a class, teach niggas some etiquette, because they don't know shit. and they're around here talking to women all kind of half-assed and stupid, and wonder why they get shot down and don't nobody want to be with them. It's just crazy. And so then this one was these women posted. So here's I'm just gonna start rattling them off. So what's wrong with you? Why don't you smile? What? Why do I need to show my teeth to you? Are you paying me? That would be my response. So here did these dudes, and I've had this question asked me a lot too. Do you cook? Okay, they ask first, do you cook? Then they be like, what you cooking? Or they come up with this, well, when you gonna invite me over to and cook for me? Or can I slide through and get a plate? It's always something about coming over and trying to get a meal off of you. You cook for them. Okay, hey, motherfucker, the only way you gonna get any kind of cooked meal at Deb's house, and most women with good sense, is if you buy the groceries. Now, you buy the groceries and me and my kid can eat for free after I do put in the labor, of course, then, yeah, I might cook. But, you just rolling up to me, and I just met your ass 10 minutes ago, and you trying to get it secure an invitation to my house to sit at my table and stuff your fat, ugly ass face? I don't think so. That's not going to happen. I don't know you, motherfucker. And it's like you haven't even taken me out anywhere yet. Not even for a goddamn cup of coffee. But you trying to come over to my house and come up on a meal, nigga? No. No, nigga, no. You eat at your mama's house. Somebody who cares about what your status of your stomach is. Because I don't care. I mean, both sides could be touching and be growling all the way so people 2 miles away could hear that shit. I don't care. Okay? Nobody gives a shit about your hunger. Here they come with this one, too. Well, where your man at? Why is that your business? You see what I mean? I mean, all these intrusive questions. It's like, and they all ask them the same way. So that's what I'm thinking. There must be some kind of like underground stupid factory that puts out a dumbass book for like niggas how to talk to women or something. And y'all think that that's appropriate. That you don't ask women that, where your man at, motherfucker. Is that your real hair? What? Are you for real? Why would you ask somebody that? How old are you? Okay, well, that might be appropriate if you're dating a person that you is thinking about being with them seriously. You want to like make sure y'all in the same age group or the person's not a minor. That would be an appropriate question to ask, but only under those circumstances. If you're dating a woman, you obviously, she got a career, she got an apartment, she got a house, she got a kid, she's divorced or something like that. You asking her how old she is inappropriate. My grandmother used to say, and for women, this is important too. My grandmother used to say, let me just tell you how she actually said it. Any bitch who would tell a motherfucker how old she is will tell anything and don't trust her. That's what she said. Because how old a woman is, that should be Rain her business and her husband's maybe, her parents, but nobody else. They don't need to know. Okay, and this one is, this one is like, it's not a question, but it's a statement. So you say something, you're having a conversation, right? And you say something that he doesn't like, or he don't want to hear it. You need to watch your mouth. Okay, and they say it in this fucked up tone. See, that's when you want to go for your Glock, because nigga, you don't tell me what I do with my mouth. This is my mouth. You don't want to hear anything that comes out of it. There's the door. Hit it and put yourself on the other side of it. But as long as we having a conversation, I will say what the fuck I want to say. You don't have to listen. That's your right. But your right does not include telling me to shut up. No, we don't do that. You get your fucking ass up and get the fuck out of my face. That's what you need to do. So this whole thing, I'm telling you, this thing I was reading, and it's like page after page after page. It pissed me off so much because it's like I said, these women are from all over the country. This is not one region that these issues have, but we could all relate because we've all heard at least a few of them, during our lifetime. So, why are you single? That's a big one. You ain't got no kids. Okay, why? Why does that worry you about some woman not having children? Are you a fucking pedophile? So you only want to fuck with a woman who's got kids you can molest? I mean, why would you even ask that? If she's not married, she's not supposed to have any children. That's the way it's supposed to work. Okay, you shouldn't be shocked because she has a moral stance that others don't have. You should be happy. You ain't got no kids. Are they concentrating on how you look? Has anyone ever told you how beautiful you are? You're so beautiful. Yeah, I had a guy like that I put to the curb because every conversation, that's all he could say. He would talk about my looks. And that shit got real boring. It was like no substance to the conversation. Um, they'll ask, do you smoke? Like weed. Why would you ask somebody that? How trifling are you? I mean, it's like you do what you want to do that works for yourself. But, you have no business to tell a woman that, to ask her if she smokes illegal drugs. I mean, I guess in one of the states where it is legal now, that's a different thing. Do you have a church home? That's a very common question in the South because of, the big importance of religion. The problem with that, though, is what they're really asking you is not where you go to church, because they're going to go to church with you. They want to see how your mind works. Because see, if you read my book, The Black Church, and go to the URL Women Pray, Pray, Men Pray, Prey.com, and just read on there some of the games that they run down when they know that you go to church. And this is a big one, because if they know you got that God mindset, that Jesus shit going on in your head, they're gonna become the most Bible quoting motherfucker that you have ever heard in your life, because they want to get them panties, and they know that women who go to church want to hear certain shit, and they're gonna start spouting it out. So if a man asks you, do you have a church home, be sure, even if you do go to church, tell his ass no. Don't tell him nothing. Don't give him any ends to to try to manipulate you. But yeah, check out that webpage. I'll try to remember to put a link in the comments. Now, this one of my friends, she's married, right? So she's like, these dudes trying to roll up on her. She's like, they ask her if she's married, and she says, that she's married, and she's really not interested in what they're talking about. So then they come on with this. Well, do you want a friend? No, motherfucker, I don't want a friend. Why would you disrespect somebody like that? Get the fuck out of here. The woman told you she's married, and that means she don't, like, all future conversation with your nigga ass is over. Shut up and go on down a dusty trail with the rest of the roaches. But no, here they come. Well, you want a friend? No, nobody want to be friends with your fucking ass. Get out of here. Oh my God. Then this woman's like, they ask questions like about, like, black people are mixed. We come in like 400 different shades of brown, and everybody got some of everybody. We like the mutts of the United States, to tell you the truth. So, people have like histories of French and Irish and Canadian and Asian and Latino and Caribbean and, African, and I mean, just some of everybody has come to the United States and been a settler or worked here. And those people got together, and those people made babies, and those are part of our lineage, right? So we gonna come in every different kind of shade of brown, with every different kind of hair color, eye color, everything. It's just a big tumble, but we all consider ourselves to be African American. So then here come these dudes. Are you mixed? Oh, you a red bone. You high yellow, you this and that. And see, that mentality of a man like commenting on a woman's skin color or hair texture and all of that, and putting some kind of weird slavery type label on it, shows that you're dealing with an ignorant motherfucker, and you need to leave him alone. And I know that kind of stuff is very common in the South. I lived down there in Texas and Louisiana. I got to experience it firsthand. But it's still ignorant. The fact that it's still going on even now amongst black people is the epitome of ignorance and self-hate. You don't use slave labels and grades that they used on you when you was on the auction block. What the fuck is wrong with you people? You don't even study your history, and you just perpetuate this racist bullshit amongst your own people. And you got a man who's coming at you with this kind of stuff. It shows his primo ignorance. You don't want anything to do with a man like that. And y'all be all confused thinking that he's just a compliment and shit. You need to just slap him in his face or shoot him or something, put him out of his misery. Crazy fuck. Then they go on and talk about, your hair. Okay, is that a weave? Is that your real hair? Or why don't you wear your hair out? And all this kind of stuff. It's like, nigga, are you paying for me to go to the hair salon? You gonna pay for all of that? It's like $150 a pop. There's some more, like if you in New York City and places like that, you coming out of pocket for $200 easy. Nigga, are you gonna pay? You want people to be doing all this shit for you to you like what it looks like. Unask the money out your wallet, and then people might be happy to do that. But you trying to tell somebody how to spend their money? Fuck out of here. Okay, then they'll say, they'll want to talk about your face, what you look like. Well, why you look so mean? Why don't you smile? You just look angry. Or, you don't need makeup. Well, who are you? When did you become a fashion designer and make that determination? You don't need to tell some woman what she needs. Motherfucker, she decides what she needs, not you. You don't need it. Is that supposed to be a compliment? Well, then you need to figure out how to say it in a way that it is a compliment, not like a judgment. So that was stupid. That's just stupid. And then now this was funny. One of the ladies says, this one dude was telling me, I got a big dick. And she said, that lying motherfucker. So I was rolling on that one. That was funny. Then, they don't want to take you out, right? Because you guys hear all these videos on, they mad because women put demands on them to have to take them out and, do something to win the woman over. Oh, no, they ain't trying to hear all that. Oh, we can just chill at your house and watch Netflix. No, nigga, we are not. A date is not you making butt prints on my couch. That don't work like that. So you want, you want to get some time and attention from this woman. It's time you need to come up with a plan that does not involve being in her house. You're just trying to navigate your way to be close to the bedroom. Everybody know that trick. That shit is bogus. Niggas always thinking with their dicks. What the hell is this shit? Or when the last time you had sex? You need some dick. And all this, anything related to like their dick being a major problem solver, magic tool of the earth. And, they'll try to say that even to lesbian women. That's, you just ain't had, no good dick. That's why you think, you want to be with a woman, blah, blah, blah. And it's all this focus on their penis. I tell you, that is like the number one thing. So there was just too many of those to even go through. But, they do like to focus on when's the last time you had some. And to tell you that you need to get some, it's going to dry up. I mean, all this kind of stuff like that. Just focusing on what's going on with your coochie. And then, they want to tell you that you should lower your standards. And I always saw a video like that where the guy was complaining that their standards were too high. And guys will actually tell you that. Like, you say, well, what you looking for, right? So you tell them, when I was young, I would be dumb and tell them. But now I don't tell a nigga shit. It's like, what you offering? That's what I say back. So you don't ask me what I'm looking for. Tell me what you got going on. So then I'll see if it's something I've been interested in. And then they just look at you because they don't have shit to say. But, they want to know what you trying to look for so they can lie and say that they're those things. But, don't fall for that bullshit. But then they want to tell you whatever your standards are. You too uppity. Your standards are too high. Ain't no man ever going to be able to meet that. No. Other men will be able to meet, just not your ratchet ass. Low level roach nigga. Get out of here. It's like you don't have shit to offer and come crawling around here trying to get a sniff. Don't nobody want you. Oh my God, these guys are just too much. Then they get into, a thing where they want to insult your education, right? So you've been to college and they haven't. You have a degree and they don't. So in their essence, what they want to do is bring you down a peg. So then they hit you with this. Well, that degree won't keep you warm at night. See, again, the focus on their dick, being the problem solver and the solution to every ailment that a woman may have. Man, looks like somebody's getting evicted across the street. I'm seeing all kind of shit being packed outside on the curb. That's terrible. But, and so they, it's like they just feel like their dick is just like this, going to solve every problem that you ever got. And then if you say you married, I've talked about that, do you want a friend? They also hit you with, but are you happily married? Again, why is that your fucking business? I already said I'm married. That means I'm already claimed and off the market. Anything else you say to me after that is oriented towards getting with you, nigga, you are disrespecting not only me, my marriage, and my husband, and yourself. because it just shows you a ratchet, trifling motherfucker. So, you know what I mean? It's like, who wants to be with a man like that? I'm trying to tell you, ladies, it's like, you got to look deeper at these dudes. The stuff that they say will tell you their mentality, and their mentality is twisted. And it's like, you a lot of the young ones, you hear these words and you don't understand what the words really mean as far as the man's character. And when you get with a dude, his job and his money and his stability and all that is important too. But the main number one thing that you want, that's going to keep you happy in the relationship, is the man's moral stance and his character. What is this man about? What does he stand for? Who is he? What is his, as Steve Harvey used to call it, moral compass? What is it? These guys are just demonstrating from the gate that they ain't about shit. Okay, so you got to really shut this shit down. I mean, they come at you like this. Leave them alone. Don't talk to them. Don't give them your number. Don't have any interaction with them, because they don't respect you. They're showing no respect for you whatsoever by asking any of these kind of stupid ass questions. One lady was saying how, guys, she's been around a lot of guys who are abusive. And, I have to admit, I've heard some of these myself, in passing. Like, so, they try to street harass you, and then you don't really respond the way that they want you to. They start hitting you with all kinds of stuff. Like, all you naked bitches ain't shit. You just ugly anyway, and nappy headed hoe, and all kinds of, like, you having your hair natural, they want to say that you nappy headed hoe. I mean, these are the kind of things that will come out of their mouths, and not like anybody was trying to get with some dude hollering at them on the street anyway, but that's their response. Instead of understanding that they were the one wrong by intruding on your life, your space, they're going to get angry because you rejected their intrusion. Some of the stuff, like, where's my hug at? Another street harassment tactic. Where's my hug at? So, some women are stupid and go up and give them one. No, you don't be letting some motherfucker touch on you like that. You don't even let them get that close to you. What if you go trying to be polite, as you call it, nice, and you give him a hug and the motherfucker snatches you up and throws you in a car? What you gonna do? Especially you little women. You too small. You can't fight back. So what the hell are you going to do? You don't let any man that you don't know and trust get that close to you where he can physically touch you like that. Don't do that. You put yourself in a very dangerous situation. I mean, he could inject you with something. He could stab you, cut you. I mean, you know what I mean? You don't do that. Leave space between, so you have space to move and run if you need to, or whatever. And it's really a sad state of affairs that I even have to give this kind of advice. But this shit is real. It's real out here. And these men are crazy. They're crazy as fuck. I don't know what the hell is wrong with them, but I'm telling you, in my lifetime, I have seen the gene pool of black males deteriorate at a shocking rate. There's something seriously wrong with these young men. I cannot emphasize this enough. You have got to really pay attention to the stuff that they say to you. And they're going to hit you with this. And a lot of women use this too. Well, if you have a bad relationship, it's about you. It's like you are what you attract. That is bullshit. Because they're trying to say that, you're the only person in the situation. How do and they absolve themselves or the person who did the harm of any responsibility for their behavior. And that's going to be my next video, which I will probably record this afternoon. But, that is bullshit, because just like you attract, so does the other person. And that person, the negative person, could be attracting you, the positive person, because there's something that you're supposed to teach them, or a lesson that you need to learn. So the shit goes both ways. So it's not like you are what you attract. You are what you are. They are what they are. And then there's something that for some reason you guys will cycle around each other for a minute, maybe a month, maybe a week, maybe a year. I mean, you don't know. But don't ever try to take responsibility for someone else mistreating you. That's their fault. That was their decision, not yours. Why you ain't married? That's a big one. Why you ain't married? Because the options, the pickings are slim. Could it be that The men that I met ain't really marriage material as far as I'm concerned. Is it that you think marriage is the like, pinnacle of success for women? It's so not. There could be a whole bunch of responses to that one, but it's like, why would you ask somebody that? Why is that your business why she's not married? I mean, what? Really? And let me see, I'm looking through this list. Oh, here we go. This is a big one. Niggas try to roost up in your house like a goddamn chicken. Especially this time of year, it's cold, niggas just be like ho hopping and sleeping in their car or whatever from during the summer months because it's warm outside, hanging in the park all night, all this old stuff, and then go crash at their mother's house while she's at work. Okay, well now it's winter time. They don't know they have to be kicking in some, some heat bills and stuff, so they ain't trying to do all that. So here they come, they want to ask you, well, where you live at? Who stay with you? Can I stay with you? No, you can't stay with me. A lot of you women, though, are stupid. And I'm just going to tell you straight, you dumb as hell. And you will move a motherfucker into your house over your kids. And you just so happy to have a dick available. You need to kick your own ass since I can't get to you. Because otherwise I would do it. That is the dumbest shit ever. And then, the nigga ain't contributing shit. They sit around playing video games and drinking all day. You giving the motherfucker money and giving the motherfucker the keys to your car. And, trusting your kids, you want him to watch your kids. And you don't even know this motherfucker. And he's up there molesting your kids and shitting your dumb asses at work. This is the kind of stuff that happens. But it starts with this. Can I stay with you? No. Any man who is worth anything is the provider. And even if he's not doing it 100% by himself, he still should be leading that situation. So you want a woman to be with you, motherfucker, you get the place for you all to stay in. And then you invite her there, you bring her there to the house that you're providing for her. You don't come and move up in her place like a goddamn punk, like a kid. Oh my God. And then they actually have the nerve to ask you that kind of stuff. And you ladies be falling for it. Now don't let some nigga move up in your house. If he gonna be moving, he need to pay every single bill connected with that residence. If he's not prepared to do that until he can get situated to move y'all somewhere else, then he don't need to be there. And that's it. This one, do you got a man? You got a man? Well, you do now. What? That one is almost funny. And this classic one, I don't know, this is big out here in the Oakland area, San Francisco, Oakland. They run up to, you walking down the street and they come jogging up to you talking about, oh, hey, Miss Lady, can I holler at you for a minute? No, nigga, you cannot. Leave me alone. But I don't know where they get that from, Miss Lady. They use that all the time out here, but I don't know. I haven't heard that when I've been on the East Coast and the South. I think that's a West Coast thing. And I'm just like, oh my God, you got to be fucking kidding me. I'm looking to settle down, they say. When they don't even really know your name. I'm looking to settle down. I'm looking for a nice lady like you. Okay, you don't know nothing about me. My ass, and I will tell people in a minute, I am a broom running witch. I don't give a fuck about no man and his feelings, his thoughts, what he wants, what he like, nothing. I don't care until you have proven to me that you are worth me caring about. But you just coming up and, rolling up on me on the street and thinking that I'm going to really care about you? No, a nigga, no. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. This one girl says, she met this dude, right? And he's like, tell your kids I'm their new daddy. Wow. Really? And another one says this random stranger walks up to her and she's talking and he says, well, can I give you head? Why would you say something like that to a woman? You disrespectful punk. And then, get upset when the woman, rejects him for being stupid. And then one of the young girls reminded me, because, I have my account kind of blocked, so I don't really get all these kind of things, these requests. But she says, the dudes would be like, they'll tell her, send me a pic. And then so if she does it, well, you got any more pics? Why do you need pictures of random women? And ladies, stop doing that. Just some nigga ask you for a picture, tell his ass no. You don't know what they're doing with them pictures. Now, I'm not even an expert with Photoshop, and I could put together some stuff, okay? Some of these people are expert masters. And the next thing you know, your face will be on some bullshit and on a website. Stop sending motherfuckers your pictures. And if you have your pictures open, and it's pictures close that shit so that only people in your family or certain people can have access to your, to the majority of your pictures. Everyone doesn't need to see that. And especially if you have pictures of your children on your page, you really need to close your page, make it private. People are, I'm telling you, y'all don't be thinking. These people are weirdos, and they be making catalogs of children. I had this police officer who worked in a sex crimes unit, and he was talking about how these dudes will collect pictures of children and put them like in a catalog, and then the next thing you know, your kid, that somebody put in an order for a kid that looks like yours. The next thing you know, because y'all stupid, you put locations and shit on your pictures, what city you live in, and all this stuff. And so it's pretty easy to figure out, especially if you're in a small town, where to find this kid. Okay, and then the next thing you know, your kid is missing. Okay, and never to be seen again. Y'all got to think more and stop just doing shit just all willy-nilly, just putting all your business out there like that. Stop doing that. Or they tell you, these dudes be like, oh, you got a man. Well, you want a man. Or what's wrong with you? That's why you single. Or they tell you, I'm a nice guy. Or they ask you, if you can help them. You're going to help them come up. No, I'm not going to help you do shit. Or, you got a job. Well, what you do? How much money do you make? What kind of place you live in? So they can figure out if you're a good person for them to use or not. I actually had a guy, this was our first conversation too. He started asking me what kind of retirement plan I had and how much money I had and what investments and stuff I had. And I'm like, why is that your business to ask me those questions? And he was like, well, one of the main reasons why people's relationships fail is over money. I said, but we don't have a relationship. I don't even know your last name yet. I mean, I guess I did, but I forgot it. And so then he's like, got like all offended because I wouldn't tell him all this personal business about myself. I hung up the phone on that motherfucker. I'm like, you are just stupid. And see, these are the kind of things that happen, but a lot of women just will respond to it and give the guy the information. And I don't understand that logic. And also, the guy, you ask, they'll ask you for your number, right? And you say, that you're not interested or whatever. No, thank you. And they automatically come back with, oh, are you married? Well, why does that have to be the only reason why she doesn't want to give you her number? Like, you think that your shit is so fabulous that unless a woman is already claimed by some other dude, there would be no reason for her to not give you her number. Okay, maybe you just ugly. Maybe you're short. Maybe you're dumpy and fat. Maybe you smell. Maybe she just not interested because she's not feeling you. Whatever is her reason for saying no, motherfucker, that's when you just say, okay, well, thank you, and then you go walk away. You don't start grilling her for why she don't want to give it to you, because it's not your business why she don't want you to give you her number. She don't want no contact with you. That's what she's telling you. And stop being just stupid. Just walk the fuck off. Like, we go back to where the little hole you slid out of, and couldn't bother somebody asking for her number. She's not interested. Leave her alone. Let me see. Oh, I talked about that. Okay, so first, sometimes they be mad, right? Because they say you got too many kids. So all these single mothers, all these black women are single mothers. But then, like I said a little bit earlier, one of the things they really want to find out is, why you don't have any children. What's wrong with you? Okay, why is that an issue? Why is that a problem? You should be happy that she doesn't have children. Or they say stuff like, if you weren't so mean and argumentative, you black women, you'd be married more, you'd have a man. And it's like, they keep on pressing this issue like being aligned with them is a prize. And from what I can see, being aligned with them, unless you get one that has some really good sense, there are some out there, but they unfortunately are the minority. The majority ain't about shit. They don't have good sense, and they ain't about shit. So they come with this, trying to position themselves as being a prize for you to strive to get. That is some fucking booby prize shit. And so it's, you ladies got to really think about this. And, like in some of my videos, I gave you instructions to really think about what qualities you're looking for in an individual. What do you need? Not by what other people tell you should need, not by what the dude's telling you that you should need. What do you need in a man to feel safe and happy and comfortable and loved and supported and all those kind of things? And then that's only the kind of guy that you let in your life. If they come at you with any of the stuff that I'm reading here, they are already disqualified because they don't even know how to fucking talk to you. They don't know how to address you with respect. They don't know how to treat you like a lady, a woman who has value and who is important. They come at you like you're trash on the street. These dudes don't deserve any kind of contact with a woman at all. Even though they may say that they're a nice guy and all that old shit. The bottom line is when you are intrusive like this, you don't make any effort to really let a woman get to know you or for you to know her first. You just start throwing out these old ghetto ass stupid just nigga questions at her. Then you're off putting. You're just negative. You're a negative influence, and nobody will want to be bothered with you. Oh. And then one of the last things is one of the things they want to tell you. They want to call you a feminazi. Now I don't know what that's supposed to be, but what I think, what in general, what a feminazi is a woman who doesn't go along with male bullshit. So they want to. If you tell them no and you tell them why their position is fucked up and why their thinking is all twisted and stupid, then they get upset and they want to label you a feminazi because you're not an ass kissing dumb bitch. And so that's something which I personally take as a compliment, but I'm just saying that's one of the things that they say. Oh, and another favorite is to accuse you, like you say you have hobbies like tennis or golf or something like, painting or art or something. Oh, you like white people shit. So, try to put you down or you speak too proper and, you talk like a white person. Okay, that's ignorant. That's ignorant nigger shit. Using the English language properly is not the sole domain of Caucasians. Other women have expressed that guys, that they just met have asked them if she knows she can have children, if she's had any abortions. It's like, what is it that you are trying to, what information are you really trying to get? And is this really the appropriate time to be asking such questions on the first phone call, the first interaction with this woman? Why do you want to be all up in her womb like that? And she doesn't even know you. It's like you looking for somebody to breed for you. And, why would you be asking a woman about her gynecological issues and history and you don't even know her hobbies or interests yet, but you all up in her pussy? See, this is some of the shit. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is these guys are thinking, and what the goal is here. It would seem like there's a lot of focus on them getting women into bed and them getting you pregnant and them trying to figure out if you have the resources to support not only some dried up baby they give you, but them as well. Because see, if you are the baby, if he's the baby daddy, you the baby mama, he feels like he would always have a place to stay and somebody should, give him, peel him off a few dollars or whatever, because that's your baby's father. That's the bullshit, that game that they run. And that's one of the reasons why I urge young women not to have babies by fools like this. That is a huge game that they run, and it's all to their advantage because, you're the one stuck with the kid, and which makes you less marketable in the dating world. And then, they're off doing running the same game on somebody else. Don't let them use you like that, And one of the last things, and this happens, when you go out, they do to roll up on you and physically ask you, will you buy him a drink? What, can you buy me a drink? And I'm like, what, you don't have no money? And then they just look at you. Oh, now I have some money, but then use it to buy you a drink. I mean, what you want from me? Well, I thought you could buy me a drink. Well, you thought wrong. And that's what you get for trying to think you don't do it very well. Get the fuck out of here. I'm just like, I have a terrible mouth. And I only go places where I know security too. So you get froggy if you want to, you're going to get a fucking beat down. And I'm going to just sit there and look at you. So yeah, I'm just, I'm not the one. But anyway, ladies, that's what I wanted to go over. This sets the stage for the next video, which I will be doing, which has to do with respect in out here in the dating world, and as you interact with men. A lot of women have the idea that they've been taught, rather, that they are responsible for how men treat them, and I'm telling you that that is straight bullshit. But I'll be going into more detail on that in the next video, which will probably be out either later today or tomorrow morning at the latest. Anyway, thank you for listening. My name is Deborah Cooper. You can find more of my writings about dating and relationships in Black culture and American society on survivingdating.com and askheartbeat.com, as well as here on the YouTube channel. Please check out our Patreon support system. I'm looking for some people to help me, keep this channel going. I need some better equipment, really, for microphone and whatnot. That would be really nice. And, pledging as little as $1 a month will help me reach that goal. But I appreciate all of your support and encouragement. All the questions have been coming in and suggestions for topics. Keep them coming. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.